Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to learn about the types of chemical reactions, an important part of Chapter 1 in Class 10 Chemistry. By the end of this video, you'll be able to identify any type of reaction in seconds. There are 5 main types of chemical reactions you need to learn. 1. Combination reaction. 2. Decomposition reaction. 3. Displacement reaction. 4. Double displacement reaction. 5. Redox reaction. Let's take them one by one, with simple examples and explanations. First, combination reaction. A combination reaction is when two or more substances combine to form a single product. For example, CaO plus H2O equals CaOH2 here. Calcium oxide, also called quicklime, reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide, also known as slaked lime. This is a classic example of a combination reaction, and also an exothermic reaction because it releases heat. Second, decomposition reaction. As the name suggests, a decomposition reaction is when one compound breaks down into two or more simpler substances. For example, 2H2O to 2H2O plus O2. Hydrogen peroxide breaks down into water and oxygen gas. Decomposition reactions often need energy to occur, like heat, electricity, or light. In fact, there are 3 types of decomposition. Thermal decomposition happens by heating. Electrolytic decomposition happens using electricity. Photolytic decomposition happens by light. One popular photolytic example is 2AgCl equals 2Ag plus Cl2. This happens in sunlight and is used in black and white photography. Third, displacement reaction. This is when a more reactive element replaces a less reactive one from its compound. For example, Zn plus CuSO₄ equals ZnSO4 plus Cu. Here, zinc replaces copper from copper sulfate solution because zinc is more reactive. So, copper gets displaced and zinc sulfate is formed. Fourth, double displacement reaction. This is when two compounds exchange ions and form two new compounds. Often, a precipitate, a solid, is formed in the reaction. For example, Na2SO4 plus BaCl2B ASO4 plus 2NaCl. Here, sodium sulfate reacts with barium chloride. Barium sulfate is a white precipitate, and sodium chloride remains in solution. This is a very common example of double displacement. Fifth, redox reaction. Redox stands for reduction and oxidation happening at the same time. In these reactions, oxidation equals gain of oxygen or loss of electrons. Reduction equals loss of oxygen or gain of electrons. Let's look at this example. Zn plus CuSO4 ZnSO4 plus Cu. Zinc is oxidized because it loses electrons and forms Zn2+, while copper is reduced because Cu2+ gains electrons to become copper metal. This is both a displacement and a redox reaction. Here's a quick summary. Take a screenshot or write this down. You now know how to identify each reaction type and explain it with examples. Here's your question of the day. Fe plus CuSO4. What kind of reaction is this? Drop your answer in the comments. And that's it for today's video. I hope you now understand the types of chemical reactions clearly. In the next video, we'll explain rusting, rancidity, and oxidation in everyday life. Thanks a lot for watching. If you learned something new, give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon.